Many of us have faced the dark symptoms of anxiety, whether writing an exam or applying for a new job. But for some, this feeling is difficult to stop even in seemingly normal situations, leaving a lasting effect on quality of life. So what's going on and why are you so anxious? Close to 7 million people are affected by generalized anxiety disorder, meaning they experience excessive anxiety that occurs more days than not for at least 6 months. This can include sleep disturbance, irritability, and muscle tension. Panic attacks are also possible, but slightly different in that they are sudden and short episodes of intense fear that trigger a severe physical reaction like accelerated heart rate, shortness of breath, and dizziness. In fact, anyone can experience a panic attack whether or not they have an anxiety disorder, and it's not always triggered by something known or specific. When it comes to treatment, cognitive behavioral therapy helps identify certain thoughts that lead to the feelings influencing your behavior and aims to change those initial thoughts to combat anxiety disorders. On the other hand, medications such as SSRIs and SNRIs are often used to prevent reuptake of serotonin or norepinephrine, but can result in many side effects and often increase tolerance with prolonged use. Benzodiazepines are also used to help induce sleep and promote muscle relaxation, but are also linked to dementia in older populations. Needless to say, the neurochemical basis of anxiety is extremely complicated, and it's not useful to tell somebody to just calm down or get over it.
You've been selected to do an interview.
Nolan, define stress.
Stress is basically being overwhelmed by all the activities and life that you have at the moment.
Thank you, Nolan. In your opinion, what stresses you out the most?
School.
That's a good answer.
All right, I think we're good.
Can you define stress?
Stress is like an overwhelming feeling of like just being anxious, and it's like gives you like kind of like a headache sometimes.
Are you stressed right now?
Stressed right now? Yeah, I am just a little.
How do you deal with stress?
Usually I try to like do breathing exercises, and drawing helps. Also like just playing sports for me helps too.
Thank you.
Edgar, you've been randomly selected for an interview. What stresses you out the most?
Probably homework.
Good answer. Hello. Can you define stress?
What? No, I can't. It's just stress.
That's cool. All right. What stresses you out the most personally?
School.
Good answer.
Wait, what's the question?
Can you define stress for me?
Being in any frontier class.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say.
Good answer. What do you think stresses you guys out the most?
The social aspect of frontier and also completing homework.
Me not doing my homework, definitely.
Good answer.
Now we're going to be interviewing Mr. Kimmel.
Can you define stress?
Oh, wait, am I on camera? Can we start over?
Oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
He was just on his computer. He just started recording.
I'll cut it.
Can you define stress?
Stress is when your blood pressure goes up, when a student doesn't do their homework. Stress is when a student turns in a packet of 20 late assignments the day before the quarter ends. Stress is when students don't do well, go home, tell their parents that I turned it all in, and they didn't. That is stress.
How do you prevent stress?
The best way to get rid of stress is just sit back and say, it's okay. It'll all get done in time.
Do you have any advice about stress you can give to other people?
If you do have stress, talk to your family and friends.
All right, Mrs. Reese. What is your personal definition of stress?
My definition of stress would be just feeling anxious, upset, on edge, worried. That's my definition.
In your opinion, what are some of the best ways to deal with stress?
Some of the best ways to deal with stress, I would say, is to get out and exercise, like take a walk, ride your bike. Personally, I like to read a book or just watch TV.
Good answers, Mrs. Reese.
Thank you.
All right. How often are you stressed?
I'm probably stressed on a regular basis, at least Monday through Friday.
What stresses you out the most?
Grading essays for sure is what stresses me out the most because it takes a significant amount of time.
What advice about stress can you give to people?
Well, when you do have your downtime, you definitely need to relax and be out in nature, maybe do some meditation and go for a walk, get outside.
That's pretty good. How often are you stressed?
I usually don't let stress get to me, but there are times when I do get pretty stressed.
What stresses you out the most?
For me, I gotta say, it has to be swim meets. Swim meets stress me out a lot.
Do you have any advice to give the people?
No.
Thank you for your time.
Alright, thanks.
You gotta do the Corey thing.
How often are you guys stressed?
Like every day. Yeah, like every day there's at least one thing that stresses you out.
What stresses you out the most?
School. And sports. Yeah. And the combination of those.
Can you give any advice to the people watching?
I don't know, manage your time wisely. Yeah, don't procrastinate, otherwise the stress will just get worse.
That's pretty good answers.
Well, thank you.
So all of us, we get stressed at least once in our life. It's normal. I'm sure some of you guys are stressed out right now just watching this video. Not because of this video, I hope not, but because of other things. I'll share with you guys a few ways that I deal with stress. So first off, I like making music. That's what I do in my free time. Shameless plug. But yeah, it keeps me busy. It keeps my mind off of other things that might make me stressed out. But there's also some other things that help me out with my stress too. For example, listening to music. What? Hanging out with friends. Listen to ASMR. Watch YouTube videos.
Alright, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. In conclusion, stress is bad, and we hope you live a stress-free life.
And here's the suicide hotline.